Welcome back everyone, get ready for an unforgettable journey across the globe where talent knows no limits. This is the greatest acts on earth. For the next 10 hours, we're diving deep into the heart of human creativity, passion, and courage. From breathtaking voices that rise beyond imagination to dance routines that defy gravity, from mind-bending illusions to heart-stopping stunts, this is where the world's best performers come together on one stage of dreams. The lights rise, the crowd roars, and somewhere backstage a performer takes a deep breath. Their dream is about to become real. The judges lean forward, the audience holds its breath, and the first note begins. A young woman steps into the spotlight, her voice trembling at first. She's come from a small town halfway across the world, holding onto a single dream, to be heard. The piano starts softly, her voice glides through the air, and in a few seconds, the entire room is silent. No movement, no whisper, just that pure, flawless voice filling every corner of the hall. When she hits the final note, time itself seems to pause. Then, a thunder of applause. The judges stand, one by one, eyes wide in disbelief. Her tears sparkle beneath the lights, and in that moment, a new star is born. From voices to movement, the rhythm changes as a group of street dancers takes the stage. They come from different cities, different stories, united by one beat. The lights flash red and blue as they explode into motion, flips, spins, and synchronized precision that looks almost superhuman. The floor becomes their canvas, every beat their heartbeat. The judges exchange looks. This isn't just dance, it's electricity made visible. When the final pose lands, the crowd erupts like a wave, chanting for more. And that's the power of talent. It crosses borders, languages, and generations. Next, a magician appears with calm confidence. No flashy words, no music, just mystery. He asks a judge to think of a memory, something nobody else could know. Within moments, he pulls out a photograph that somehow shows that very moment. Gasps echo around the theater. How is it possible? He smiles slightly, bows, and disappears into the darkness, leaving the audience questioning everything they thought was real. Then comes a performer from a remote island, carrying a traditional drum. His entire village helped him reach this stage. As he begins to play, the rhythm builds like thunder rolling across mountains. The crowd can feel every strike deep in their chests. Dancers join him, creating a living storm of sound and motion. When the performance ends, one of the judges wipes away tears, saying they've never felt energy like that before. Every act tells a story. Every story connects us. Now, picture a violinist standing alone, spotlight gleaming off the strings. The melody starts soft, but within seconds it grows into an explosion of sound that fills the arena. Each note dances, weaving through emotions of sorrow, triumph, and hope. The audience rises slowly to their feet, moved beyond words. As the camera pans through the crowd, we see faces from all around the world, different languages, same awe. That's what global talent is all about. A new act begins, a pair of acrobats from Eastern Europe, partners in life and performance. Suspended high above the stage, no safety net below, they twist and spin in the air, trusting only each other's hands. Every movement is precise, every second counts. The music swells, hearts race, and when they land perfectly, the arena explodes in applause. The judges are stunned. One of them whispers, "That's not human." And yet, it is. It's the pure essence of dedication. Moments later, we meet a comedian, nervous but full of charm. His jokes start simple, but his timing is perfect. Laughter grows louder and louder, and even the toughest judge can't help but smile. Sometimes talent isn't about power or danger, it's about connection. Then, a choir steps on stage, hundreds of voices blending into one. Their song rises like a sunrise over the horizon, wrapping everyone in warmth. Goosebumps ripple through the crowd as the harmonies climb higher and higher. The judges don't even wait until the end, they press the golden button together, showering the stage in glittering confetti. The choir members collapse in joy, tears streaming down their faces. Golden moments like this remind us that dreams are meant to shine. The energy doesn't slow down. A young contortionist walks onto the stage, small, quiet, but with eyes full of determination. As the music begins, she bends and twists her body into impossible shapes, forming living art. The audience gasps with every move, half afraid, half inspired. When she finishes, there's stunned silence, then roaring cheers. Now we shift continents. A guitarist from South America begins strumming his instrument like a conversation with the soul. The melody blends folk and flamenco, fast, fiery, unstoppable. His fingers blur across the strings as if guided by magic. By the final note, the entire crowd is clapping in rhythm. And that's just the beginning. 10 hours of extraordinary talent await. We move to Asia, where a young boy barely 10 years old sits before a grand piano. His feet can hardly reach the pedals, but his fingers move like lightning. Classical, jazz, pop, he plays them all with mastery that leaves even seasoned musicians speechless. The judges stand in awe. One says softly, "You were born to do this." Then, across the world, a fire dancer spins flames under a starlit sky. The crowd outside glows orange from the fire's reflection as she moves in rhythm, her movements fluid and fearless. Every rotation sends sparks flying into the air, lighting up faces full of wonder. Talent is everywhere, in every corner of the planet, waiting for its moment to be seen. A group of drummers from Africa enter next, their rhythm contagious. Within seconds, the crowd is clapping and stomping along. It's not just a performance, it's a celebration of life itself. The camera zooms in on their smiles, the pure joy of sharing something ancient and alive. Then a man walks out holding nothing but a microphone. No music, no background, just silence. He begins to beatbox, and suddenly it sounds like an entire orchestra is performing. Trumpets, drums, bass, all coming from one person. The judges can't believe what they're hearing. The audience screams in excitement. Aerial dancers follow, silhouettes floating through the air, spinning under soft blue lights. Their performance feels like a dream suspended in time. Every move is poetry. When they finish, the applause seems endless. And just when you think you've seen it all, a young inventor steps up. Instead of a song, he brings a homemade robot. Together, they perform a synchronized dance, part machine, part magic. The crowd goes wild as technology and talent merge into one dazzling act. Over the next hours, we see illusionists making cars vanish, singers reaching impossible notes, shadow artists painting stories with light, and contortionists redefining what the human body can do. Every act pushes the limits further. There's a blind pianist whose music silences thousands. A dancer who overcame injury to return stronger than ever. A singer from the mountains whose voice echoes her ancestors. And each time, the audience is reminded that greatness is not about perfection, it's about heart. The camera pans across judges who can no longer hide their emotions. Simon leans forward, speechless. Alicia covers her mouth in disbelief. Howie shakes his head, grinning. These are the moments that make every audition unforgettable. As the hours roll on, the lights change but the energy never fades. There's a sword swallower from India performing with absolute precision, a sand artist crafting moving images of love and loss, and a group of tap dancers whose rhythm sounds like thunder on the stage. Then comes a story that touches everyone. A veteran walks onto the stage, guitar in hand. His voice is rough but filled with truth. As he sings, people in the crowd begin to cry quietly. When the song ends, the audience stands in silence, honoring him. One of the judges presses the golden buzzer, confetti rains down, and he drops to his knees, overwhelmed. From laughter to tears, from shock to inspiration, this is what the greatest acts on earth deliver. As night falls, another performer takes the stage, a ballerina who lost her hearing but still dances by feeling vibrations in the floor. Her movements are pure grace. The orchestra plays softly, but she doesn't need to hear it, she feels it. When she finishes, the crowd explodes with emotion. The judges stand and bow their heads in respect. A group of martial artists follows, turning discipline into art. Their precision is flawless, every motion tells a story of strength and focus. And then, silence. The lights dim. One final act remains. A man walks on stage holding a single candle. He speaks softly about light, how every performer carries their own flame, and when shared, it becomes something the whole world can see. Then, as the music begins, hundreds of performers from previous acts return to join him, each holding a candle. The stage glows brighter and brighter until the entire theater is bathed in golden light. The crowd rises, tears falling, clapping, shouting, celebrating. 10 hours of wonder, of hope, of courage. As the camera zooms out, the narrator's voice returns. Around the world, millions of dreamers watch this moment. Some will wake tomorrow ready to chase their own dream. Some will remember the laughter, the music, the magic. And all will remember that talent is the language